Earlier this month, we stumbled upon one of the best little festivals in Spain. I mean, it had everything. An iconic figure that opens the festivities, acrobats, fireworks, and an opening ceremony that rivals any major city's best festivals. Welcome to the Fira y Festes de Gandia. ¿Listos? ¡Vámonos! The Fira y Festes de Gandia. I mean, what a party. Ever since moving to Gandia in August, everyone we met would tell us about the upcoming Feria de Gandia. They would tell us how it started on the first days of October and how it was a can't-miss event. As the weeks went by, we started to notice posters around town announcing the feria. There was an interesting figure on every one of these posters wearing a Napoleonic military uniform and a fake nose and glasses. Then we began to notice the same figure in other parts of town. He was incorporated into playground structures, and there was even a statue of him right outside the Casa de Cultura in town. His name? El Tío de la Porra. El Tío de la Porra roughly translates to the uncle with the baton, or the uncle with the staff. Even though the true reason for this yearly celebration is to honor Gandia's patron saint, San Francisco de Borja, over the decades, El Tío de la Porra has become its iconic symbol. Originally the drum major of the national militia in the capital of La Safor, he was the main transmitter of information for the government and institutions of Gandia. One of his most important responsibilities was announcing the start of the festivities to the citizenry. It is one of the few Valencian traditions that has continued uninterrupted for over 150 years. El Tío de la Porra and a troop of drummers walk the town announcing the start of the festivities. Eventually, they make their way to the main plaza in an early ceremony involving the mayor of the town. El Tío de la Porra also has great significance for the children of Gandia. Troops of Tíos visit all the local schools in town, and by beating their drums, they announce to the children the end of the school day and the start of the festival. At our daughter's school, all the children were encouraged to take a drum on this festive day. At 11, they were all gathered in the courtyard, and with the help of their teachers and administrators, they all began drumming in anticipation of the Tío's arrival. Shortly thereafter, El Tío de la Porra arrived, and after an exciting drum show, the children were released to start the festive weekend. We rode our bikes home as a family after school, with plans to go into town for the festivities later in the day. Once we got into town, we kind of just followed the crowd, not really knowing what to expect, but eventually we followed the crowd into the main plaza. As we neared the plaza and the crowd became more numerous, we started to suspect that something big was going to happen. So we positioned ourselves in a good spot in the middle of the crowd, and then suddenly, it happened. A thundering drumming shook the plaza as a procession of Tíos of various sizes made their way towards the front of the crowd. Then suddenly behind us, an acrobat popped up and started putting on an incredible performance of physical strength. And the next thing we know, the Tíos reappeared from the balconies of City Hall amongst an extravagant explosion of music, streamers, lights, and dancing. Giant red and white balloons were dropped amongst the crowd, and in combination with everything going on, it was pure magic. My family and I were completely mesmerized, and we were already thinking this is one of the best parties we've ever been to. But wait, there was still more. A firework display unlike anything I've ever witnessed. After the opening ceremony, we were still on such a high, we kind of had to walk it off a little bit. And the good news is there was so much to see and enjoy still. There was a medieval market with stands full of local artisans selling their products. There was free concerts all over the city in different areas. There was a carnival that had something for everyone. There were games and rides for the kids, some of which I'm sure would not be allowed in the United States. Fortunately for us, we found a fun obstacle course that our kids could enjoy, while Sue and I inspected the curious-looking wine stand just across the way. Salud! We enjoyed the opening night so much that our kids begged us to go back the next day. And so I took the kids the next day, and it was just as fun. During the daytime events there was plenty of good food to be found. You know, one of the best parts of living in Spain is enjoying the local customs and traditions that exist in every village, town, and city. I was left truly impressed by the amount of time, effort, and energy it takes to keep these local traditions going on for decades and centuries even. We saw and felt the pride of the people in Gandia during the festivities, and we feel overwhelmingly fortunate to be a part of something so grand. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and of course, please let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll see you guys next week. Hasta luego!